Hey everybody, Andy's free guitar chart videos here. Welcome to my YouTube subscribers and my Facebook group member friends, or anyone who's found their way to this video who wants to learn more about guitar chart videos. And in this case, our subject today is chart number 218, and that is pattern movement. That's up or down one string in this case. So the root is going to go up and make the fourth, and we'll take the root pattern down a string and it'll form the fifth. So that's today's 3D chart here. We have an example which isn't such a great example, but I used it anyway. We're using the C box. Okay, so it's kind of like an attitude example, because the C cage doesn't have to be played in the long pattern, and this is what this series is about this week and last week, is playing the long patterns. And since the long patterns were different than the short patterns that I know, the short patterns, I had to employ a method that I could, without memorization of that pattern shape, just move that pattern up and play the same pattern. So in other words, with the short patterns, say the C box, just the bottom four strings there, move it up and you get the F box. Okay, and then move it down, right like that. So it's shape fitting too. You have to do the shape fitting, but you know what shape you want to play. So it's easier on the short pattern. Say with the E shape pattern, move it up one, move it down one. Okay, and then you get, so that gives you your E diatonic there. Kind of thing, E-shaped diatonic. So playing the long patterns, I decided that I had to use the magic circle and start the pattern from a new string to move to the tripentatonic versions of that pattern. So once again, if we do the tripentatonic of the E, okay, then it goes to A. E goes to A. The fifth of E is A. I mean, the fourth of E is A, rather. And the fifth is B, but it's an augmented fifth to the string shape C, so we do the C pattern. So it's this plus this plus this equals this. Okay? 7 root 2 there. And there's some rules we got to follow. When we move a pattern up, we're going to replace the pattern on the bottom with the fourth of the previous bottom string. When we move the pattern down, we're going to replace the top string with the fifth of the previous top string. So in the case of going from E, we have an E string shape on the bottom. If we move that up, now we're going to keep it pentatonic because it's the fourth, so we don't go into the key of the fourth. We stay in the key of the root key, right? So we're going to move that pattern up pentatonically. We have the C string now on the second string. The bottom string becomes the fourth of the C string shape, which is the E string shape. Pentatonically would be like this because we're not playing the seventh in a pentatonic. So that E string shape is 7 root 2. That's the shape. Now, of course, it's playing the 3, 4, 5. It's playing that C string shape, but now the 3, 4, 5 is the 7 root 2 of the 4th. So once again, we're going 7. We're playing the pattern now and ignoring the notes. So we're just playing the 7th pattern, right? The way the string shapes go. E goes to C because it's an augmented 5th. C goes to 5th of C goes to G, 5th of G goes to D, 5th of D goes to A, and 5th of A goes to E again. Okay? So it goes in a circle of 4. So let's get to today's chart. Blanking out here. It's going to be the string shapes over here. Okay? But we're actually looking for, I'm looking for the string circle, the circle right here. String shape 5th. The 5th of C goes to G, so the C string shape goes to the G string shape. Let's look at that in short patterns. 3, 4, 5. Here's your E. 3, 4, 5. Goes to the G string shape, 6, 7 root. Goes to the D string shape, 2, 2, 3, 4. Goes to the A string shape, 5, 6. Goes to the E string shape, 7 root 2. Back up to the C string shape, 3, 4, 5. That's the string shapes. That's the string shape circle as you're going up. When you're going down, you go backwards. C string shape. You go in fourths. The 4th of C is the diminished E string shape. Okay, and that's because we're not going to go from the 4th of C to F. We're not going to do a circle of fourths. We're doing a string shape circles. So C goes to E string shape, which is its diminished 4th. And then E goes to A goes to D, the 4th of D is G, and the 4th of G is C. That's why when we move a pattern up, we're going to take that C string shape to the 2nd string, ignoring what colors were there, what notes were there. We're just moving the pattern up. We got to replace that C string shape with its 4th. So strings go down again. Its 4th is the E shape. 6, 7 root. Okay, that kind of thing. All right. So actually, we're going to replace it with its 4th. That would be if it was, that's the 5th of it, so that root would have been the G. We're going to replace it with its 4th, which is the G shape. Like that. So C shape goes to G shape. G is a long interval. On string shapes, if we're looking at the G string shape, pentatonically we have a long interval there. 6 to root. However, if we're looking at it as the G shape, like that, 6, 7 root, we're not going to play that 7. We're just going to play 6 root. Thinks how that's going. By the way, with last night's lessons, there was a couple of things that I wasn't sure about, and I said it's probably true. Well, one of them was true, and that is if we start a G shape from the 2nd string, it becomes a C shape. That's fine. But if we start a G shape up here, going down 1 string, it does become a D shape, and the reason why that is because D is the 5th of G. Go up 1 string, you're going up a 4th, so C is the 4th of G, G is the 5th, D is the 5th of G. Well, let's zoom out and see where we stand on this.